Friends, welcome, welcome. Today, whenever you're watching this, we are going through the new moon in Taurus. So this moon feels a lot calmer, um, and not necessarily because like nothing is happening, but just because the energy of Taurus is very, I don't want to say slow. It's very, easy. Like Taurus is one of the most grounding energies that we can be in. And I really feel with this Taurus moon energy, it's just about this calmness, right? Because Taurus energy in general wants like stability, security, grounding, consistency, comfort, sustainability. This is the part of the journey where we really stop asking, like, what do I want to start? And to start asking yourself, like, what can I actually maintain? Because Taurus understands this very important detail that a beautiful life is not built through intensity or the push or the punishment that sometimes we put ourselves through. It is built through consistency, consistent action, consistent love for the self, right? So this Taurus energy in general is asking us, like, where do we need more stability? What makes us feel safe and supported? Are we building a life that we actually enjoy? And are your habits aligned with your values? Because Taurus is very deeply connected to the body, money, self worth, pleasure, the nervous system, and the physical reality that we create around ourselves. So when we consider all of those things, for the most part, that just really comes back to love and self-acceptance, right? Because this energy wants us to just slow down and to notice like what's actually working, what's actually nourishing us, what is draining us, so that we can make decisions more from that grounded place. It's becoming responsive versus reactive. So now new moons in general, we know are about new beginnings, about setting new intentions. Um, but Taurus is a little different in that way because it's not about like burning your life down like a fire sign moon would be, just saying. It's more of the what small grounded shifts would completely change my life if I stayed consistent with it. Because Taurus really understands the power of routines, rituals, your daily choices, and your long-term commitments. So in this specific moon, it's really supporting our financial goals, health goals, nervous system healing, relationship stability, self-worth, work, and creating safety within yourself. So you may have already noticed some of these things bubbling up. Okay. Um, you may have noticed all of the things bubbling up. I know for me specifically, like all of those things need support right now, like financial goals, health goals, nervous system, relationship, self-worth, creating that safety within the self. I know I personally need some attention in that area. But let's talk about this moon inside of the numerology for the week as well, because it's really working in a beautiful flow together with this Taurus moon. Because we are in a 2 week, and while this moon is happening closer to the end of the week, I believe that the new moon is actually in its full intensity on Saturday. And we will be moving into the 3 week by the Monday, but still the energy remains the same because the 2 week really does help to soften everything. Because two energy wants peace, connection, cooperation, emotional harmony. And Taurus loves the stability and security in relationships. And we know that the two is very much about relationships and harmony in general, right? So collectively, this may bring up some things that need some attention, such as relationship healing, emotional conversations, wanting deeper trust, and evaluating whether relationships feel safe and reciprocal. So you might be starting to take notes or take a score of what's not feeling reciprocal. Okay. And this is less like dramatic passion energy like we might find if we were to have a 2 week and an Aries moon. And it's more about like, can this actually hold me, satisfy me, and sustain me long term? Okay. And then with it being inside of a 6 month, like the theme of 6 month is like responsibility, home, heart energy. So the 6 month is bringing in energy and questions or maybe realizations around home, care, love, responsibility, and nurturing energy. And all of these things are huge with Taurus because Taurus wants to build a life that feels good to live in and not just externally successful, but like internally peaceful. Like, so this energy with the Taurus and the six is asking, like, is your environment supporting you? Is your body feeling supported? Is your nervous system supported? Are you caring for yourself the way that you care for everyone else? This is deeply soft life energy, but earned through the alignment, right? And then when we add in that layer of the collective 1 year being about new beginnings, identity shifts, leadership, independence, the Taurus energy is like, cool, but like, let's make it real. Let's make it work. So this is where new identity stops being an idea and it begins to become a lifestyle. So this moon is asking, like, what foundation does this next version of me need? Because manifestation without structure is going to fall apart. So Taurus helps us root that year one energy into the physical world. It's about bringing in that embodiment of it as well. So, what you may notice in the collective for yourself, or maybe even people around you, is just craving more peace and quiet, wanting stability over chaos, reevaluating spending habits, routines, emotional sensitivity connected to safety, a desire to simplify your life, and exhaustion with rushing or proving yourself. This moon really wants you to regulate your nervous system after a lot of movement and intensity that we've had for this first half of the year. Especially for those of us who have been like going through some major identity shifts in who we are, how we show up, and how we operate in just our day to day lives, right? But let's quickly touch on the shadow side of Taurus as well, because Taurus, just like anything else, is going to have its shadow. So when it is unbalanced, Taurus can become stubborn, resistant to change, overly attached to comfort, avoidance of necessary growth. So this moon may also expose where comfort has maybe become stagnation, where fear is disguised as stability, and where you're clinging to what's familiar. Taurus is really teaching us that security is important, but growth still matters. So, this moon isn't necessarily asking you to do more or to be more intentional or anything of that. It's just asking you to create a life that actually feels safe enough for you to thrive into. Um, so yeah, and it feels so loving and nurturing, and that's exactly what the 6 month energy is bringing in. And it just feels really incredible and amazing. So, as always, I'm going to place journal prompts and a ritual in the description of this video. So, make sure that you check that out so that you can reflect through the journal prompts and so that you can move through whatever might be coming up for you with the ritual, because the ritual is going to be centered around grounding. It's literally planting the foundation ritual. It's very simple, it's earthy, it's very Taurus coded. So make sure that you go check that out in the description and leave me a comment. Let me know if you what came up for you in the journal prompts or what came up during your ritual or just any kind of feedback or anything that you want to tell me about your experience. So, what we're going to do now is we're just going to pivot and shift into our meditation. So, I'm going to go ahead and get my beautiful frequency music playing so that we can just really settle into this space, settle into ourselves. We're just going to begin by breathing nice and deeply through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. And as you're inhaling, we're just holding the intention that we're going to let go of the stress of the day, of the week, of the month, of the year, of the lifetime, of the past lives, just so we can be fully present in this moment, just letting all of that melt away through the breath. And also, if you are feeling any pain or discomfort in your body, I want you to send breath to that as well. So, breathing into that pain or discomfort, and as you're exhaling, just see that dissolve. But tell your body that even if it's just for this moment, we're allowing all of that to release and dissolve so that we may be fully present in this experience. And as you continue breathing, I want you to see, sense, or know that there is this white light dropping down from the universe right into the crown chakra. And that light is coming in and is surrounding you, creating this beautiful white light cosmic hug, this cosmic comfort, making you feel safe, secure, stable, even if it is just for this moment. And we'll just leave you here for just a moment to breathe. And once you do feel completely relaxed and settled in your body, and bring your breathing back to a normal pace. So give yourself some time. Also, in this meditation, we're really focusing on rooting into our safety. So, this meditation is not about forcing anything, it's just about letting the body soften enough to feel supported. Let your shoulders drop, unclench your jaw. Just let your nervous system know that you do not need to rush anything right now. We are just breathing and being. Beautiful. Now I want you to bring your awareness to your body. Feel where you are supported. If you're sitting on the floor, the chair, or laying in bed, just feel that support under you. Taurus energy wants to remind us that safety is not just mental, it's physical. So, in this moment, under this support, let yourself feel held. Now, I want you to imagine roots extending from your body wherever they may lead from. These roots could lead from your hands, your feet, the base of your spine, anywhere that you feel that needs grounding. Just let all of those roots extend into the earth slowly, steadily, not reaching desperately, just connecting naturally. Feel that steadiness beneath you as those roots continue to dig and burrow its way through the different layers of the earth till you reach the crystalline core. And at this core, you're going to see some kind of green crystal. In my mind's eye, I'm actually seeing moss agate. Feels very earthy, feels very Mama Gaia love energy. You're going to see those roots wrap around that crystal, rooting you as one with the earth. Now, through these roots, I want you to imagine your body releasing any tension that it may still be holding on to because it no longer needs to carry it. The pressure to hurry, the pressure to prove, the pressure to hold everything together alone. With every exhale, we soften. You're allowed to build slowly. You are allowed to move sustainably. Beautiful. Now we're going to connect to Taurus energy directly. So I want you to imagine yourself in a peaceful field at the golden hour. The air around you is warm. The earth beneath you feels steady and alive. Notice that there is no urgency here, strictly presence. Notice the sounds, the warmth, the calm. This is Taurus energy, grounded enough to enjoy life while living it. I'm just going to breathe into that for a moment. Now I ask you to place a hand on your heart and a hand on your stomach. And just ask yourself softly, what would help me feel truly supported right now? Don't force the answer. Let it rise naturally. Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's boundaries. Maybe it's consistency. Maybe it's simplicity. Maybe it's nourishment. Maybe it's honesty. Maybe it's financial stability. Maybe it's simply just slowing down. Whatever comes forward, honor that. Let's stay here for a moment. Now I want you to imagine planting a seed into the earth. And this seed is representing your next chapter. Not rushed, not forced, just planted with intentionality. Notice that the earth does not panic about when the seed will grow. It just simply supports the process. Let yourself feel that. You do not need to become everything overnight. You just need to stay connected to what it is that you are building. Beautiful. Now I want you to repeat these affirmations silently in your mind and feel them in your body. I am safe to grow slowly. I create stability that supports my expansion. I trust what I am building. Let's just let the energy of these affirmations land in the body. Now we're going to come back into the present moment and our body. We're going to begin by taking a nice big deep breath in through the nose and slowly release it out through the mouth. Take a few to feel the room around you, the steadiness beneath you. Feel your body again by wiggling your toes and wiggling your fingers. And only when you are ready, gently open your eyes. Come back to this moment. Beautiful. Now I encourage you to drink lots of water. If you've done this meditation before your journaling and your ritual, then I encourage you to do that now. You're in a very good vibe to handle that, to move through it. If you've already done that work, beautiful. That's amazing. I'm proud of you. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, leave your comments of your experience. I would love to hear about it. And we will see you on the next one. Bye for now.